Thanks, guys. Well, look at that rain coming down during the boys soccer match between Northview and St. John's. The Titans claimed the CHSL championship title last night. Not even 24 hours later, they're back on the pitch, but this time in Ohio and taking on Northview, where St. John's here on the attack. TJ Hall passes it to Charlie Case, who wastes no time going upper 90 to get the Titans a 1-0 lead early on, and it stayed that way thanks to good defense on the field and in the net. Late in the second half here, the goalkeeper Benjamin Zatoka jumping high to make the save. The Titans won their league championship, short a few players. They do the same thing tonight. St. John's with the 1-0 win over Northview.
It was a long night last night. Glad we got the win. Got to school a little bit late. Everybody's a little bit sore. Played a long game with a short staff, but glad we went out just to win. Any way we could. I know we had even short-staffed tonight too, and we just needed to get whatever we could, however we could. With a great shot from Charlie earlier in the game to put us ahead, we just had to go on the defense and just make sure we don't get scored on.
Weathering the storm for us are Mason Lowry and Chris Black.
Well, we kind of wondered coming in just how up for this game St. John's might be after their bizarre heroics last night up in Detroit, having to weather an hour with only 8 men against a full complement of 11 in their CHSL championship match. And the weather obviously wasn't very good tonight either. But to St. John's credit, they came out and put together a pretty comprehensive professional performance.
Yeah, they did. You imagine you're short-staffed. You've got a short bus ride to think about coming back to Toledo. Then you got to, Coach Cabrera's got to go to sleep at some point, and he's got to teach the next day. Where are you coming up with the numbers? Talk to the JV coach. How many kids can we pull up from the JV team for the game? But they did as much as they needed to. Had a couple more opportunities as well. Absolute banger from Case, obviously, but it was a lot of fun to see more guys get into it, right? So you get to draw a little deeper from the bench, see what you guys can do, and just hang on once Northview started the press.
Yeah, Northview, I thought a much better second half from them. They really threatened in the second 40 minutes in a way they didn't in the first half. And a lot of that was down to Xavier Hale. He is really flourishing and growing before our very eyes, only a 10th grader.
Yeah, he got his opportunities kept getting better and better, got closer and closer on a bunch of different services coming in different ways. They started to press the St. John's back line, and that gave a little bit of trouble. Might have just been fatigue, just tired, or mental, or interchanging of that back line. But Northview pressed a lot more late, and they created opportunities, and then it started helping them in the midfield. And it was just enough for St. John's to hold on till the end.
Tournament draw is this weekend. Where do you think the two teams we saw tonight might factor into that?
I think, oddly enough, a loss helps Savannah Northview. They played well. They're a gamer today. I think that actually helps them a little bit. They're probably picked to lose this game anyways. For most people would have thought that. So, you know what? Probably actually elevates them a little bit in a weird area of Northwest Ohio soccer. A lot of teams in it. And then St. John's at 1 or 2 right now. You'd have to imagine with how they're playing, they've got to be in that mix.